Hey everybody, welcome. We are going to do a little series today for staying grounded. And this series is mostly to put you in a place where even if you feel overwhelmed or like there's nowhere you can go to feel grounded, there are ways that we can use our body no matter where we are to connect down and to help our bodies be calm, lessen the anxiety, and sort of give us a place where we can go no matter what's happening. And this is how we're going to do it. So we're going to start on our sit bones, and we're going to start in a seated position. And I want you to get into a comfortable position. So if you need a blanket or a block, then you're welcome to grab those things. Your feet can be butterfly, you can have your legs can be butterflied. My legs are just crossed, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then you're just gonna close your eyes for a moment. We're gonna stack our spine tall. We're gonna feel the connection of our sit bones rooted down into the earth. So just being still for a moment, taking a moment to ground our bones down into the floor, no matter where we are, is such a great thing to do. So sometimes when we're moving a lot, when we have a lot of transitions in our lives, when we don't feel like we have one place we can go to stay grounded, we begin to understand how to ground from within. So in any place, we can sit quiet, we can feel our bones connect to the floor, we can bring our breath, our mind into this vessel. And so I want you to start breathing, expanding through the back and side of the rib cage as you breathe in. And exhaling, breathing out. Just letting that air flow out of the mouth gently, softening through the center of the core. Inhaling, breathing in fresh, clean air, expanding, feeling stretch through your back body. And then exhaling, just releasing that air slowly. Bringing a calmness and an awareness to your being. Taking 2 more of those. Nice breath in. And a breath out. And let's do 1 more of those. Nice breath in, being aware of that breath, really expanding and stretching your insides. And then allowing that breath to go out, letting the bones sink deeper towards the floor, letting them connect more into the earth. Good. And then we're going to gently open our eyes. We're going to go ahead and take an extension of the right leg, reaching it out in space. So in this position, I want you to feel like you have your legs very long, your leg very long. You're reaching out through the bottom of the heel, and the back of the leg is connecting down into the floor. You're going to take your arms out to the side. We're going to bend the right elbow and place it on the inside of the right leg. So I'm pressing my forearm down into the floor. I'm going to flip the palm on my other side, and I'm going to take a side stretch here. So in this side stretch, we're going to connect again to those points in the floor that we can stay grounded. And the sit bones are 2 of those points. My pubic bone is another point. I feel the back of my leg, the back of my arm into the floor. So I'm being very conscious of not just the stretch that I'm doing, but the points that I'm feeling connected down into my mat. So I stay connected. I feel weight. I feel the ability to stay rooted into my body. We're going to take a deep breath here, and we're going to exhale, come on up. We're going to release the forearm from the floor, but not the fingertips. And then we're going to repeat that. I'm going to slide those fingertips out, bending my elbow and releasing my forearm down on the floor. I'm going to take my other arm up and over, and I'm going to again ground down through the back of my leg, my heel, my sit bones, my pubic bone, and my forearm. So I have lots of bony structures that I can connect down into this mat. Taking a deep breath in and exhale, bring it up. Nice. All right, go ahead and bend the right leg in, extending the left leg out. And again, if we need to have a different position with the bent knee, go ahead and take that position that feels better for your body. We're going to take this left arm out to the side, right arm out to the side. I'm going to flip both of the palms. I'm going to bend my left arm and I'm going to place it on the inside of my left leg. So I feel connection with the back of my arm and palm to the mat. The back of my left leg is down into the floor. I'm going to reach that right arm up and stretch it out. I'm connecting and rooting down again through my sit bones, through my pubic bone, and through the back of my legs and my arm. Now, if this feels too hard to do, too much stretch right away, you can keep this bottom arm straight and feel your palm root down into the floor. So you still have that connectivity, but you're just not bending as far. Less strain. So maintaining that connection, no matter which position, take a nice inhale and let's exhale and come on up. But I'm keeping the hands connected to the mat. Let's do that again. We're going to slide this hand out. Now you can either place the palm down or deepen it, getting the back of the palm to flip down towards the mat and the back of the arm to touch. We're going to reach over, stretching and lengthening, but rooting down through the pelvis and through the legs. So the lower half of the body is strong, is weighted. Taking an inhale here and exhale, return up. Great. Go ahead and bend the legs back in to a butterfly position. Okay, so from here, we're going to allow the legs to pull out away from the groin slightly so I have a little bit bigger of a butterfly. I'm going to take my hands out to the side and I'm just going to push this one down into the floor. And then I'm going to push and do the other side. And I'm going to sort of start this little rock. And my sit bone's going to come off and then it's going to ground down. So as I come off with one side, my other side catches me and grounds. Both the hand and the sit bone and the leg are connecting to my mat as I catch and release. So sometimes we need to be caught. Sometimes we need to bring that energy, catch it, and bring it down into the mat. Good. 8 more times. 8. Exhale. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And one more. 1. Good. And then let's settle both hands down onto the floor. Good. We're going to turn ourselves around. We're going to have our pelvis in the center of our mat. Our feet are again grounded down onto the floor and our hands are behind us. So for all of this work, if you're feeling a need for grounding, I suggest that you cue in or you bring attention and focus to the things that are touching down. So for instance, my hands, my pelvis, and my feet are very rooted into the floor. I'm going to take a breath here, and your hands can be any direction that feels appropriate for your shoulders. You're going to take a breath in, and you're going to press and just lift the pelvis off the floor a couple inches so that we're taking weight up off to put more weight into the hands and feet. And then we're just going to shift forward and shift back. Shifting forward and shifting back. So I'm sensing the energy of my weight into my feet, into my hands, into my feet, into my hands. Good. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale. exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. 1. And exhale. Good. Set the pelvis down. Go ahead and walk your hands up, scooting the pelvis back slightly. Extend the legs down and reach. So feeling our pelvis rooted to the floor. We're going to take our hands on the inside of our thighs, pinkies down, thumbs up. Nice deep inhalation. We're going to reach forward, sliding the hands along the inside of the inner thighs and reaching forward for a stretch. But I'm going to try not to round my back so much. I'm going to try to really stretch forward. Taking an inhale, we're going to slide it back down with our sit bones. We're going to take the hands behind us and reach. Taking an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands forward and slide. Reaching down into our mat. I'm connecting into the earth. Bringing the back up, feeling my sit bones reconnect, floating my hands over my thighs and reaching back behind me. So this position here is a sense that I can have energy forward and down. I can have energy through my pelvis and up. And my back space is also energized. I can feel grounded through the back side of my body. Take the arms up and over again through the center of your mat, inside of your thighs, resting forward and leaning. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, lifting the spine tall. Taking the hands over and reaching. Again, feel this beautiful cross connectivity here. So I have something forward, something up, something down, and something back like a star. One more time, reaching the hands up and over, lengthening forward as far as your body will allow with less strain, more stretch. And then taking the body back, stacking it up, reaching the hands back behind and stretching, and feeling that energy long and rooted. Good. And then let's bring the hands back to center. Okay, we're going to do one more variation here. So this one we're going to turn onto our side and we're going to have our knees stacked one on top of another. We're going to take the right hand down and we're going to take the left hand on the hip. Now you can modify this by coming down onto your elbow if you choose, if it's a little too much for the shoulder. We're going to take an inhale, we're going to exhale and press up. So I'm just doing a small side bridge. I'm rooting down through my arm. I'm feeling the strength of my center and I'm rooting down through my legs. I bend and I come on down and rest. Take an inhale. We're going to exhale. Press the hips up. Root down through your arm. Feel connectivity towards the earth supporting you as you move and lower back down. Excellent. We'll do one more time. Take an inhale, exhale, press and reach down. Long spine, holding steady here. And lower the pelvis. Great. We're going to take the legs around to the other side. So it seems like a simple movement, but it's very strength providing and grounding down into the floor. So hand on the hip, spine is long. Again, you can go down on your elbow if it feels more appropriate for your body. You're going to exhale and press up and lift, feeling down pressure through that hand and holding and breathing. And exhale, come on down. Good. Again, take a nice inhale. Exhale and press down through the arm. Keep the shoulder into its place, lifting the spine, feeling the deliciousness of the earth holding you and coming down. Good. And one more time. Nice deep breath in. We're going to exhale and press up and we're going to hold here, coming up. Strong earth underneath our bodies and we lower back down. Great. Go ahead and bring your body back into that comfortable seated position. We're going to take our hands onto our knees Let's close our eyes one more time to recenter and reconnect our bones into the floor. We have our pubic bone heavy and our sit bones weighted heavy into the floor as well. The spine is floating on top of those bones. The floor is supportive, the earth is supportive underneath my body. I feel the energy of the floor grounding me, connecting me, and holding me, so that other parts of my body and my mind can feel free, flexible, but that I'm always connected to something deeper. And then I always have somewhere that I can nestle into and come back to feel that connection. Take a deep inhale here and exhale. I hope you stay grounded and connected for the rest of your day.